In terms of mainstream music, I feel like 2025 was a bit weak this year. A lot of the songs that came out, especially in pop, were kind of just mid to me. Of course, I enjoyed plenty of underground music this year, but I will say there was a handful of disappointing albums and some more disappointing singles. Although I will say it was a very entertaining year for music, with a lot of entertainingly bad songs and videos. So today I wanted to look into some of the worst songs of 2025, but before we can do that, I want to check out some honorable mentions. So the way I made this list is I came up with some of my own and also looked up what other people were saying online and kind of tried to get the most broad consensus I could get here. So I think a lot of you guys will agree with this list. Also, I want to do best songs of 2025. I'm working on that right now, but I'm realizing I don't listen to enough I mostly listen to rap, so I don't really know what the best songs of every genre is this year. So let me know in the comments what you guys think the best song is, and I'll check it out. So the first one I have on my honorable mentions here is HH by Kanye.
I'm the villain. The things I say on Twitter.
This is only an honorable mention because if it was any other lyrics, this would be a great song. The lyrics are terrible, don't get me wrong, but the beat and the melody are great, especially the part when he says I'm the villain and it transitions into the hook. That's just good. And then when the choir comes in, if it was any other lyrics, I'm pretty sure I heard a clean version. I think it might have been an edit, but it's good. It's not a bad song if it weren't for the lyrics. And I don't really feel bad saying that because I think you can disavow the lyrics and also enjoy the musical part. But yeah, I think if it had any other lyrics, it would be a good song. My next honorable mention is Magic by Avenged Sevenfold. If you don't know Avenged Sevenfold, they did a bunch of the COD Zombie songs. That's how I found out about them. They have other popular songs too, but you've probably heard of them at least once. This song was a cool idea, but it had this really weird mix for such a hugely successful band. They can definitely afford a better mix. I saw one of the top comments on the video was, "All right, guys, that's enough drugs," and that sounds about right. All right, now hear me out. My next honorable mention is Sao Paulo by The Weeknd, but not because of the song. I really like the song, actually, but because of the music video. I just wanted to talk about this because I was eating dinner and I was listening to this whole album and I really enjoyed this song, so I went back to listen to it again on YouTube. When I was watching the music video while eating my dinner, I did not want to eat my food, bro. It was so gross. It's just the grossest video. I don't know what it has to do with the song. And my final honorable mention is Eldest Daughter by Taylor Swift. A lot of people hated this album. I hardly listened to much of it. I'm not a big Swiftie, if you couldn't tell. And the song isn't audibly bad, but the lyrics especially on this type of instrumental are just so funny. They're really cringy. They're really bad. She says things like, "I'm not a bad bitch. This isn't savage. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. So we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire." Again, it's not audibly bad enough, in my opinion, to make the list, but it is really cringy. So now that we got all the honorable mentions out of the way, let's get into the list. All right, number 10 is going to be Mystical Magical by Benson Boone.
Moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans.
This song is just so annoying. I don't even think it's a bad song, but the lyrics and the vocals and the hook, it just pierces my ear in a very negative way. I couldn't tell you why I hate it. I just hate it. I want to say his vocals are bad, but I could be wrong. Maybe they aren't. Maybe I have an untrained ear. I have no clue. At number 9 here, I have Ordinary by Alex Warren.
Taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down.
Because at least Mystical Magical has some character. It has some spunk. Ordinary is just, I hate to say it, but it's ordinary. It's the most bland song I've heard this year, and it was charting at number 1 for so long. It sounds like every super mid pop song of the 2010s had a baby with contemporary Christian music, and that's what this song is. It's just so boring and weak and lame. I hate it. So that's number 9. Number 8 is Am I Enough by Lil Mabu.
Club again. I found myself back at the strip club again.
Now, personally, I have a bone to pick with Lil Mabu. We'll get into that later. But this is just a bad song. His drill gimmick is over. He's not doing the white boy in the hood rap thing anymore. He's clearly fallen off, and he makes this kind of upbeat party club song. What? No one's going to Lil Mabu for that type of vibe, right? No one. At this point in his career, I think he just needs to make good music or he's cooked. He relied on a gimmick for way too long and didn't like evolve his sound at all and actually put something good out. So really that's the only chance he has. He has the buzz still, sort of. So if he puts something good out, maybe he'll get some attention, but that's his only chance. Also, I hate him because I made a video on him a while ago and I was being pretty generous. I was saying, you know, he's good at marketing, you know, maybe he'll make something come of it. And he DMs me on ghost mode, right? And he had said he liked my videos before. He DMs me on ghost mode and then he's like, bro, don't talk about my dad. He was trying to act tough, right? It was kind of weird. And then I said, I don't know what I did to upset you, bro. And he screenshots it like some teenage girl and just leaves me on Reddit. It was weird. It was a weird interaction. Anyway, at number 7, we have Meet Your Padre by Drake.
I want to meet your madre, pay my respects to your padre, mi amor.
Now, Some Sexy Songs for You wasn't the worst album. I think it had a handful of bangers, especially Nokia. So the fact that Meet Your Padre was on the same album, it's just such a goofy song. Maybe Drake wasn't like trying to be serious. He probably wasn't, but it just sounds so funny. Especially after a whole year of Kendrick saying that you steal from cultures and like, this is a big critique of Drake, so for him to do it again was just pretty funny. Coming in at number 6, we have Save Me by DaBaby.
I done spent a couple million on them lawyer fees. Cause when you really stand on business, it's gonna cost some money.
Now, this is solely in here because of the music video. The song isn't notable at all, but the music video is crazy. If you haven't seen it, basically DaBaby is imagining a situation where, if you guys are familiar with the Irina Zarutska thing, he saves her. He grabs the stabber's hand mid-swing like some superhero out of an anime. A lot of people in the comments are actually like, dude, we need this right now. This is the type of voice we need speaking on these things. But in my opinion, it just seems very tone deaf. It's like, if I was there, I would have been the hero. Like, that's just corny to me. I don't think that's good. And yeah, this screenshot just kind of sums up everything. Coming in at number 5, we have SpongeBob Big Guy Pants by Ice Spice.
Big God, big God, big God, big God.
I think that's the title of the song. This song is stupid. It's not the worst thing ever inherently, but it is like one of those, I've heard one Ice Spice song, I've heard the rest. It's super generic, and what makes this bad is the lyrics. Like, the whole chorus is big guy, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants, okay? Like, what are we doing here, man? And it's an official song for the SpongeBob movie. This was the lead single for the movie. Why they chose Ice Spice for the SpongeBob movie, I'm not sure. I think they could have done a little bit better. Regardless, yeah, this song wasn't that great. Number 4 is Island Holiday by Lil Wayne.
You can have the crumbs.
Now, the Carter 6 wasn't a great album, and most people clowned on the Elephant song. And I'm not gonna lie, once the song gets going, the Elephant song, it's not that bad. It's really not. But Island Holiday is much worse. The best part of the song is the sip sip ad lib, and other than that, there's nothing I really like about it.
What you drinking, baby? Sip, sip.
And I don't really know how to describe this. It just sounds like a really bad Uzi song or something with a old Gunna beat. It's just pretty bad, man. Coming in at number 3, we have Cousins by Ye. Unlike HH, this song it didn't really have any redeeming qualities. It had terrible vocals along with probably some of the worst lyrics I've ever heard. People were ranting and raving over the instrumental, at least I saw some people, and I thought it was cool, but it wasn't anything crazy. Also, a lot of people were like really happy for him for being bold and like coming out about his story, but part of me feels like it's not true. I don't know. I feel like Kanye is he's so crazy, like he's just saying things for attention. That's kind of what I'm getting from him. It could have been a real thing. I don't want to downplay that, but I find it hard to trust him after all these years that he's doing everything in good faith, because he's probably not. Also, Kanye's obsession with Dave Bluntz for that period of time was kind of strange. I never really thought Dave Bluntz was anything special. Dave Bluntz to me was like if a 2018 artist escaped the timeline and came into 2025 and just gained 300 pounds. Like, he wasn't really anything special apart from the fact that he was joking about being fat. He's a good artist, but he's not like crazy. I don't think he's super noteworthy. Coming in at number 2, this is where things start to get really bad, is All My Women by Falling in Reverse.
Me by my balls, she's a pain in my ass.
This is just a really weird and bad song. Everyone already hates Ronnie Radke, so I guess he probably doesn't care. But it's like a country pop type of thing, and the vocals suck, and the lyrics are terrible. If I were to catch one of my friends listening to this in their spare time, I would probably just blow their head off. It's such a terrible song. It has lyrics like, she's my future ex-wife, she's got me by my balls, one more DUI sends her to prison, she's got a Bible verse tatted on her ass. It's like, what are we talking about? Why is this what we're talking about right now? I don't know. Just seems like it's just a bad song. I don't know how else to put it. And at number 1 on my list here, we have Charlie by Tom MacDonald.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun.
Now, I don't even know if you can put Tom MacDonald on lists like this because he always just crushes. He's more of a meme than he is an artist, but he still managed to milk what was probably the biggest incident of this year, which was the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm not even kidding. I think it was like within 24 hours of Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck, this guy hops up on his little stool and reads his little poem about how it's so sad what happened. And despite the song being painfully mid, it's really obviously just a cash grab to get as much engagement as possible, since Charlie had literally died the day before, and that's what everyone was talking about. And to be honest, if we're talking Charlie Kirk songs, I think this is the best one to come out of the whole ordeal.
Charlie Kirky, I spot the perky. Charlie Kirky,
Regardless, these are what I think were some of the worst songs of the year. Let me know what you guys think some of the worst ones were below, and some of the best as well, because I'm going to be doing that next. This is my second channel that I'm relaunching because I wanted to do some more fun topics and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know video ideas. Stick around. I'm going to be posting at least weekly on this channel. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how to outro these videos, so I'll see you guys